A very good evening once again and welcome to UBC News Tonight at 10 p.m. with me Sharon Chomdisha, joined by Namyomba Dorothy on sign language. We start off with sad news where the former first Deputy Prime Minister and veteran Ugandan statesman General Moses Ali has died at Nakasero Hospital. For more than a half a century, his name was woven into Uganda's political story. General Moses Ali was a soldier, a minister and a legislator and one of the country's longest-serving public figures. But beyond the official portraits and government titles was a man who offered moments of humility, humor and quiet influence. As Uganda remembers him, we look back at the life and moments of General Moses Ali.
On behalf of the family, I would like to share our condolences. It's been a tough time, and as a family we are mourning, and indeed people all over this country, and we are very grateful for the life of Mose and the services he has rendered to the nation and the great legacy he has left, and it is something that we can all learn from. And even though it is a sad time, we are very optimistic that the history and legacy he has left behind will inspire many Ugandans and many Africans going forward. So, and we also ask that people give us the moment to mourn respectfully, and we thank all the people who have shown their support during this difficult time, and as a family we can never be more grateful.
To what time did you receive the confirmation news of his passing on?
I received the news this afternoon, close to like 5 p.m. Yeah, but other members of the family were at the hospital and they were able to communicate the news with us.
So apparently, where is the body lying?
Right now, they were still at the hospital. So
which hospital?
Nakasero Hospital.
Right.
Yes.
So we ought to get more programs?
Definitely. We will communicate with the media and other stakeholders as time goes on. As right now, we're in a very difficult time. We're trying to arrange, and as you can all see, it's not easy, but we would request some patience during this difficult time and understanding on behalf of the people as we navigate this difficult time.
Sorry for your loss. May the good Lord comfort you. Okay.
The nomination of candidates for the upcoming LCA1 elections in Kajansi Town Council was today marked by excitement, heavy rains and brief clashes among supporters over parking space. Despite the weather, aspiring village chairpersons and women councillors turned up in large numbers to register their candidature, pledging to address key issues and challenges if elected.
Despite a heavy morning downpour, hundreds of aspiring LC1 chairpersons, women councillors and their supporters converged at Kajansi Town Council headquarters for the nomination exercise. Supporters braved the rain, singing and chanting as they escorted their preferred candidates to the nomination venue. Only candidates and their official proposers were allowed into the nomination room as security personnel restricted access to prevent congestion and maintain order. The exercise was briefly disrupted after groups of youth from rival camps clashed over parking space allocated to candidates. The confrontation led to scuffles before security personnel with the help of other supporters. Calm was restored. The nomination exercise later resumed peacefully, with candidates emerging from the registration center to cheers formed their supporters. Speaking shortly after being nominated, several LC1 chairperson aspirants pledged to prioritize the fight against land grabbing, improve access to clean water, and strengthen service delivery in their respective villages.
Ndi buno nzize nga njagala nnyongere ddala okulwanyisa obubi bw'ettaka kuba waffe kitwala ttaka kisukoze eki kisusse
Ekitundu kyaffe tulina amasomero ga byamikono
kwongera ku byenkulaakulanya naddala mu nsoma abaana gavumenti yateerawo amasomero.
Meanwhile, women councillor aspirants promised to champion the welfare of women through economic empowerment, improved access to social services, and stronger representation in local leadership. The nomination exercise concluded peacefully under the supervision of electoral officials and security personnel, with candidates now set to begin campaigns ahead of the upcoming village elections. Jamil Sekaja compiled this report.
Local leaders and business community at Kasenyi landing site in Katabi Town Council, Wakiso District are calling on government to tighten safety measures for school trips instead of suspending them following the Kapchora tragedy. They want mandatory vehicle inspections, road charts for school drivers, improved road signage, warning that a ban on educational trips would negatively affect candidates, especially those undertaking practical geography and history studies.
Kasenyi landing site, located about 27 kilometers along Entebbe Road from Kampala, is one of Uganda's most popular destinations for geography and history field studies. Every week, hundreds of learners visit the site to gain practical knowledge that complements classroom lessons and prepares them for national examinations. When UBC TV visited the landing site, more than 300 buses, coaster vehicles and taxis had transported pupils and students from different schools across the country. Every Friday, the area experiences heavy traffic as school vehicles stream into the landing site, with dust and congestion reducing visibility for motorists and pedestrians. Students were seen gathered in groups as facilitators explained the geographical features, fishing activities, and historical significance of the area, giving learners first-hand experience beyond the classroom.
Our students are carrying on a fieldwork course, which they always come, more especially candidate classes and semi-candidate classes, which is good in their curriculum. Here, there's a lot of activities which they come and see.
The influx of learners has also created business opportunities for local vendors who sell food, drinks, and other merchandise to visiting schools.
Okulambula kw'abaana tukufunamu era first term baba tubanja school fees ne tulinda second term abaana bwe bajja okulambula ne tusiika ku nkoko ne tusiika chapati ne tutunda watermelon emiyembe ebyennyanja ne tusobola okufuna ku school fees.
Abaana bano lwe baba baze wano mutuwa tufunamu kasente akasobola kubeezako famire zaffe kubanga naffe kijja lumu mu mwaka.
Local traders say suspending school trips would hurt their livelihoods and instead urge government to strengthen regulations by enforcing vehicle inspections, introducing route plans for school drivers, and improving road safety measures.
Because once you close the school, expect there is a subject you have closed outside. Geography won't be implemented. The courseworks won't be done fully.
Local leaders have appealed to the Ministry of Works and Transport to install more road signs and safety markings on the routes commonly used by school vehicles, while ensuring all buses undergo mandatory mechanical inspections before undertaking long-distance trips.
Now, the only thing I can suggest, let the vehicles be inspected. Let them inspect the route charts of these vehicles. Because you can realize some people, they are not well conversant of the areas, the sharpness of the corners. Many of Ugandan roads don't have signposts.
The calls come in the wake of the tragic road crash in Kapchorwa that claimed the lives of more than 20 pupils of St. David Junior School and the school director as they returned from an educational tour to Sipi Falls.
President Yoweri Museveni has described the late Honorable Kosia Mudahungirisi, the first former Member of Parliament representing the people of Northwest Toro constituency from 1962 to 1971 as a leader who served with integrity and patriotism.
Yoweri Museveni has paid tribute to the late former Northwest Toro MP, Honorable Kosia Mudahungirisi, was represented by the second Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Crispus Walter Chiyonga, during the official send-off held at Hashitenja Polytechnic Grounds in Ibundibujo District.
On behalf of the government and on behalf of the NRM party and on my own behalf, I wish to convey heartfelt condolences to his family, the people of Wamba and all Ugandans.
The State Minister for Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Honorable Harriet Ntabazi, thanked President Museveni for according the late Ngilisi a state burial in service and contribution to the country.
I want to thank His Excellency the President, and I want to send you in particular on behalf of the people of Wamba and on behalf of Ibundibujo District and on behalf of the Toro region that he was representing, Northwest Toro, to thank His Excellency the President and Mama for the honor that they have given to our own.
Other speakers described Honorable Ngirisi as a selfless and dedicated leader who championed the promotion of culture and the empowerment of women at both national and community levels.
We will never forget how he tirelessly tackled issues of development, religion, culture, education, youth and women empowerment, both at national and local level.
Honorable Kosia Mudahungirisi died at the age of 93 at Virika Hospital on July 10th after suffering heart failure. Meanwhile, President Museveni has eulogized the late Vincent Mubiru, an NRM historical and veteran cadre from Kakumiro district, describing him as one of the patriotic Ugandans who contributed to the country's liberation struggle. Mubiru was the elder brother of the Minister of Works and Transport, Minister Fred Byamukama, and the son of the late Kaloli Kamanyire of Kikwaya LC1 Kakumiro district. The president was represented by the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Jacob Maxon Oboth, who attended the Requiem service and burial ceremony presided over by Rev. Deacon Asime Sebastian at Kakindo Catholic Parish.
Struggle are the very people who have appointed me to be a speaker, are the very people who have made this country peaceful, that we can now move from Kampala to here and go back even at night. Are the very people who are doing the tarmac roads here, are the very people who are digging up and drilling up oil in this country. Without these very few people who risk their lives, including Muzei Kamanyire and the son, we would not be here.
In his message delivered on behalf of the President, the Speaker reminded residents of Kakumiro of the significant role played by the late Kaloli Kamanyire and his son Vincent Mubiru during the NRA liberation struggle between 1981 and 1986.
Since the NRA was a patriotic fighting group, for example, fighting for the national interest, the population supported our fighters with food supplies and etc. Among the families that gave our fighters such invaluable support at the risk of losing their lives and property was that of the late Kamanyire.
The Speaker handed over 10 million Ugandan shillings to the family on behalf of President Museveni and thanked the President and the NRA fighters for liberating the country. He also expressed gratitude for the opportunity to serve in a national leadership. Minister Fred Byamukama, who presented farm produce from his 4-acre Modo farm to the Speaker, thanked President Museveni and Parliament for honoring his late brother. He also urged members to embrace government wealth creation programs, including the parish development model.
Government programs in PDM, nete tukabaha amagezi mukole yakweka modo, walweka modo, tweka modo, okakora, okayama akasente, niko wanagaruka omuka, okafuna akasente kagura omunyo, kagura sabuni, tiniko.
Vincent Mubiru died from complications arising from injuries sustained in a motorcycle crash after being referred to Mulago National Referral Hospital. He had served as LOC1 chairperson under the NRM since 1986. Prime Minister Robin Nabanja, who is also the Kakumiro District Woman Member of Parliament, contributed 2 million Ugandan shillings to the family and was represented by the State Minister for Bunyula Affairs, Honorable Mary Grace Mugasa. Winnie Nalusiba reporting for UBC TV.
Road safety has taken center stage at the 2026 NCBA Auto Show, with government and the private sector calling for greater responsibility on Uganda's roads. The 3-day automotive exhibition, which opened today at Kololo Independence Ground, comes hours after the government halted school trips after a bus crash killed 20 kids and an adult. The auto show is showcasing the latest vehicle technologies while encouraging motorists to prioritize roadworthy vehicles and safe driving.
Held under the theme, Safer Vehicles, Safer Roads, Safer Journeys, the 3-day exhibition has brought together vehicle manufacturers, dealers, financial institutions, mobility solution providers, and government agencies to promote a safer and more modern transport sector. Opening the exhibition on behalf of Minister of Works and Transport Fred Byamukama, James Katuguka, the Senior Road Safety Officer at Ministry of Works and Transport, said the auto show is more than an automotive display. It is a platform to educate the public on vehicle safety, proper maintenance and responsible road use.
The auto show is timely because the challenges of Uganda and the incidents that are happening today is timely to make sure that we work on road safety, because it is at the peak where the traffic crashes are also high. So the auto show and promoting road safety with the auto show is timely indeed.
Katuguka emphasized that the government will continue investing in safer roads, improving vehicle inspection systems, strengthening enforcement of traffic laws, and promoting road safety education in partnership with key stakeholders. As Platinum and official title sponsor NCBA Bank says, improving mobility goes hand in hand with improving lives and growing businesses.
We are giving opportunities to our customers to visit around, explore and see what suits their aspirations. And then we come in as NCBA Bank to offer solutions from the financing aspect of it. And as I rightfully said, we do that for commercial, but very important also for personal vehicle choices. And therefore we step in as a financier, because we are the leading bank when it comes to asset finance in this market. Hence the co-sponsor of this, because we want to showcase not only to our customers but to the Ugandan community generally of what CBA can do as far as asset financing goes, specifically for the motor vehicles.
The NCBA Bank Auto Show 2026 continues until Sunday at the Kololo Independence Grounds and is featuring luxury vehicles, everyday passenger cars, electric vehicles, motorcycles, vintage classics, among other cars. Road safety demonstrations and interactive technology displays are also part of the exhibition. Helen Barbara Jisamba, Dorcas Kimono, reporting for ABC TV News.
Recent school bus crashes have reignited concerns about road safety in Uganda. In Bugwedi district, a school bus collided with a stationary trailer. In Mukono, another bus crashed at a railway crossing, claiming 1 life. The deadliest incident, however, was in Kapchora, where over 20 children passed on. Take a look.
The road talks to you, by the way. When you're on the road, it talks to you. Because we have all those indicators.
I want to put it very clear. It's not motor victims so far. 19 have died.
Bw'owuliranga emmotoka ennene nga ejja mba nteeseemu ebbuleeki ya mukono.
We strongly urge all drivers to observe speed limits.
Oluvannyuma lw'akabingi ku ssaawa 5 kiviiriddeko omugotteko n'entambula okugota.
You raise them, they respond very fast.
Ase etwala nkaaga muno sana. Kijja kitya okuba nti nno baana 10 plus.
Enforcement kintu kikulu nnyo. Uganda Police Force kansubire.
Every journey begins with hope. A child heads to school.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Police.
You want to be?
A trader delivers goods. The family sets off for home. Yet for thousands of Ugandans every year, the journey ends in tragedy. Uganda has invested heavily in its road network. Today, the country has more than 6,000 kilometers of tarmac roads, making travel faster and connecting communities like never before. But while the roads have improved, the crashes have not stopped. Instead, they continue to expose one uncomfortable truth. The road is often not the problem. Human behavior is.
While on the road, respecting other road users, that discipline is very important.
But our roads are on standard. Only that, we don't know when to overtake. We don't use these markings.
Government efubye ekoze amakubo eteesewo agamu newankubadde eki emafunda amalala siki emafunda obubonero ku kkubo kwe ubuli naye ebadriver abasinga kati obungi tavuga ati ebubonero so okuvuga tuvuga tuti evision yaffe nga eri atya egenda bweti
ategeezezza nti omugenzi yasangiddwa mu kkubo.
But my appeal is that you also, the road user, talk to the road. The road is talking to you. Listen to it. If it has said 50, why do you want to cruise at 80?
It's very important as a person that you do an eye test. And then we are having, our glasses are affordable. There is no excuse why you should be a high myope and you don't have glasses.
Allow me to officially launch the Uganda Police Force Annual Crime Report 2025.
According to the 2025 Police Annual Crime Report, most crashes did not happen on dangerous corners or poorly designed roads. They happened on straight roads. A total of 15,620 crashes occurred where drivers had the clearest visibility, not at blind bends, not on sharp corners, but on roads where many motorists feel safest. That is where speed increases, attention drops, and small mistakes become fatal. The latest crashes illustrate that reality. In Mukono district, a school bus collided with a train at a railway crossing, claiming the life of a female passenger.
There was a police officer who was putting on a reflector because it was still, yes, it was still early. The lights were on. He tried to wave. He tried to signal to this bus driver, but a signal of traffic officer. It was enough for this man to reduce on his speed.
Not to reduce on speed, but
gavumenti erina okuteekawo ebbaliya. Edrive oyo ow'emukono yali tavuga ki mu east nga ye avuga ki e north. North teriiyo tulaini n'emu. Eyavuga amanyi nti ekkubo liri kiriya terikiriyo.
The signposts were clear. It's a railway crossing. What happened? Even the police officer was to be swept before locking the train. That shows the level of indiscipline on our roads.
So most accidents, most crashes, they happen. People they are using the road for the first time, but they want to cruise like someone who has been using that road for more than 5 or 10 years.
Thank you so much, George Odom. It's a quarter to the hour of 10 o'clock. We'll take one last call so we can have ample time to have the responses come the way of you, the troubled listener. Magic 100 FM.
There are very many things at stake here as a person. Why would have these road accidents if you're not minding those small subtle things? So as a Ugandan, if you notice, when someone is from the side, I can't see them clearly, you come and test. Or if you have pressure or diabetes, please do those tests. You need to do those tests. Otherwise, you can, as a fan can say, the traffic officer might have been jumping and showing, but now there is a train coming. But you were focusing in front and you were not able to see them from a side.
Another crash occurred in Ibugweri district. A school bus rammed into a stationary trailer, killing the driver instantly and injuring several passengers.
I was also there, but in God's grace, I only got some injuries, paining inside there.
The latest tragedy happened in Kapchora district, where an Isuzu bus belonging to King David Junior School in Indeje, Kampala, was involved in a crash that left 21 people dead.
So at the time of airing this story, the number had risen to 24 deaths. So unfortunate.
Different locations, different circumstances, yet each incident raises the same question. Could these lives have been saved? Following the Mukono incident, the Minister for Works and Transport directed the Uganda Railways Corporation and other agencies to audit railway crossings and strengthen road safety awareness. The directive came after a single crossing became the scene of another preventable tragedy. Ironically, the police crime report shows that only 5 motorists were issued tickets in 2025 for failing to stop at railway crossings. Whether that reflects compliance or limited enforcement remains an open question. Beyond railway crossings, the report points elsewhere. A total of 76,069 motorists were found operating vehicles in poor mechanical condition, yet the police crime report attributes only 7.8% of reported crash causes to dangerous mechanical defects. By comparison, 67,190 motorists were arrested for careless and inconsiderate driving. The figures suggest that while vehicle condition remains a concern, driver behavior poses the greater road safety challenge. Yet the recent crashes raise another question. Are dangerous drivers and unsafe vehicles being intercepted before tragedy strikes? The police crime report paints an even clearer picture. Careless overtaking accounted for 21.8% of crashes. Speeding followed closely at 20.5%. Together, speeding and careless overtaking account for more than 4 in every 10 reported crashes. Not potholes, not weather, not poor visibility, human behavior. The report also identifies the most vulnerable road users. Motorcyclists recorded the highest number of fatalities, with 3,224 deaths in 2025, and the victims were overwhelmingly young. Those aged 25 to 34 years accounted for the highest number of deaths, followed by those between 35 and 44 years. These are Uganda's most productive years, years when people are building careers, raising families and supporting communities. Lives lost, families broken, dreams interrupted. The deadliest days, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. The report attributes this to increased travel, commercial transport and leisure movements during weekends.
3 additional victims later succumbed to their injuries.
The pattern repeats itself. More vehicles, higher speeds, greater risk. Uganda continues to build more roads, but the police crime report suggests that the greatest investment in road safety cannot be measured in kilometers of tarmac. It must be measured in discipline, in enforcement, in safer vehicles, and in the decisions made by every driver before turning the ignition key. Because behind many road crashes is not just bad luck, but human decisions, speeding, careless overtaking, and ignoring safety rules. Decisions that can be changed, lives that can be saved. Behind every figure in the police crime report is a name, a family, and a journey that never reached its destination. The road isn't what ends most journeys. Human behavior does.
Thank you so much, Ivan Kawa, for that report, that special report on accidents and everything happening on the road. Moving on to more news, the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, member states have concluded a 2-day familiarization and learning mission at NIRA and the National Citizenship and Migration Control Department at Internal Affairs in Kampala. The delegates from Djibouti, Somalia, Tanzania and South Sudan, among others, completed Uganda's coordinated digital system, where both NIRA and the Citizenship Department at Internal Affairs Ministry have an integrated system that eases access of citizens' information. We have a detailed report.
This learning mission has been able to give us very big building blocks of a well-functional citizen identity, citizen registration, immigration control and border control pillars. The first one is the legal and legislative framework, both for NIRA and for NCIC.
And citizens' identity management and knowledge sharing among IGAD member states are demonstrating a collective commitment towards strengthening governance systems, promoting secure and orderly migration, and enhancing regional mobility. Representing the Ministry of Internal Affairs Permanent Secretary, Kefa Buchana said the government is committed to ensuring that the protocol on free movement of persons among IGAD member states is put in place.
Uganda has over the years made significant investment in modernizing identity management and immigration services. Through the National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA, we have established a comprehensive national identification register that serves as a foundation for the service delivery, financial inclusion, electoral processes, and national planning. Similarly, the National Citizenship and Immigration Control, NCIC, has embraced digital transformation through the implementation of electronic passport systems, online immigration services, integrated border management, biometric technologies.
IGAD delegates also highlighted the importance of advancing the free movement agenda, noting that it will strengthen regional integration and create opportunities for citizens across member states.
You know, about 50 million tourists that comes from outside the region, and we can't keep them long. We just want them to leave as soon as possible. So our goal here with IGAD Visa is, hey, let's make them feel comfortable, let them cross our border easily, spend as much more money as needed to invest in the region.
These discussions remind us that while significant progress has been made, our journey towards the fully operational free movement regime requires continued collaboration and sustained investment. At IOM, We remain committed to support IGAD and its member states in strengthening migration governance, improving legal identity systems, enhancing migration governance and data, and promoting policies that facilitate safe, orderly, and regular mobility.
The delegates later toured the Internal Affairs Passport Production Facility, where they shared their experiences and observations on identity management systems.
The Republic of South Sudan is very much pleased to participate in this learning mission. Our systems are interoperable, which we think our systems, we are going to review our systems and how we will interface our immigration system.
Learned within these 2 days is we have seen the NERA, how NERA processes data and how it collects, and the learning experience was good. There's a lot of take-homes, especially to our country, Kenya. We can see how fast it is to get identification documents here in Uganda.
They said the introduction of an IGAD visa would boost trade, increase tourism revenue, and enhance economic cooperation among member states. Helen Barbara Jizamba reporting for ABC TV News.
Now, there will be a special sitting of Parliament on Monday, 20th July 2026 to pay tribute to the late Right Honorable General Retired Moses Ali, who passed away today on the 18th of July 2026 at Nakasero Hospital. The sitting will commence at 10 a.m. and of course UBC will be giving you everything live on that day. Yes, at 10 a.m. on Monday, you can tune in to get a glimpse or catch a glimpse of whatever will be happening and transpiring in Parliament as they decide to pay tribute to the late Right Honorable General Retired Moses Ali. In more news tonight, the National Environment Management Authority has begun restoring part of Lake Victoria Lakeshore at Dungu Resort Beach in Machindi Division, Kampala. The restoration was done after the owner failed to comply with an environmental restoration order that had earlier been issued to him over an illegal structure on the protected lakeshores.
Heavy machinery rolled into Dungu Resort Beach in Mulungu, Machindi Division, as the National Environment Management Authority commenced demolition and restoration of illegal structures that had encroached on the protected Lake Victoria shores. In April this year, NEMA issued an environmental restoration order under Section 130, subsection 1 of the National Environment Act, Cap 181, directing Dungu Resort Beach owner to immediately stop all unlawful activities. The restoration order also directed the developer to remove the illegal structure on the lake shore, restore the degraded area, and vacate within the stipulated compliance period.
That you have been saying that NEMA only handles the small people. This is a very huge establishment, Dungu Resort Beach in Munyo.
However, with the expiry of the deadline, the restoration order was not fully implemented, compelling NEMA to invoke its enforcement mandate and commence the restoration works. The operation has been implemented after a month of investigation, which established that the owner of Dungu Resort Beach had constructed an illegal perimeter wall stretching approximately 100 meters into Lake Victoria.
Our duty is to remove this perimeter wall, which caused a lot of challenges. It has caused a lot of challenges. People have shouted on social media, people have said all sorts of things. And today, we are here to remove this perimeter wall from the lake. You can see it in the middle of the lake, but
According to NEMA, the illegal development interfered with the natural lakeshore ecosystem, degraded an area that plays a critical role in protecting the country's freshwater body. NEMA has reminded all developers, investors and landowners to desist from any illegal activities that degrade protected wetlands, riverbanks or lake shores.
This operation is now in these places, and we are set to clear this mess from the wetlands in the country.
Failure to comply with environmental laws could lead to prosecution and recovery of restoration costs from the offenders. The restoration of Dungu Resort Beach Lakeshore is expected to continue until the illegally reclaimed section is returned to its natural state.
Behave with our wetlands, you can be prosecuted. And once you are found guilty, you can be imprisoned for up to 12 years, and you can be made to pay up to 600 Uganda million shillings.
The operation forms part of the broader nationwide campaign to reclaim wetlands, riverbanks and lakeshores that have been illegally occupied or developed. Susan Naung and Michael Bakabulindi reporting for ABC TV.
Kawala Health Center 5 has appealed for more investment in maternal and child health care as the growing number of expectant mothers and patients continues to outpace the facilities available resources. Health workers say expanding equipment and infrastructure is critical to maintaining safe and quality healthcare services. Take a look at the full story.
Vision, the healthcare center, serves communities including Kawala, Kamocha, Katanga, Bwaise and neighboring informal settlements. Rapid urbanization and population growth have significantly increased the demand for healthcare, putting pressure on maternity services and medical equipment.
Due to the high clientele number, our demands are continuous. We continuously have demands of drugs, we have demands of maybe the beds, because the patients are many. And actually we receive patients even beyond our catchment here, as far as Mokona, as far as Watiso and other neighboring districts.
Deputy in charge and senior nursing officer Dorothy Ajilong says the government and its development partners have strengthened healthcare delivery over the years, but the steady increase in patient numbers has created new challenges. She explains that the facility now handles more than 12,000 antenatal mothers, over 1,000 deliveries, and about 800 outpatient cases every month, making additional equipment a priority.
I want to appreciate the Ministry of Health that has continuously supported us as a facility. In antenatal, we have like 1,200 clients coming for antenatal services. We have 1,000 plus mothers having the delivery. And so that continuously creates the demand of the equipment and any other supplies.
In response to some of these challenges, the Rotary Club of Makere, Kampala donated 20 mattresses, a delivery bed, weighing scales, a blood pressure machine, a filing cabinet. The donation forms part of the Rotary's Maternal and Child Health Month initiative aimed at improving maternal and newborn care in public health facilities.
A maternal and child health month for the Rotary, so we are here to support. We discovered that they had a challenge with delivery beds. Mothers have to wait for a long time in order to access delivery beds. All the way through the corridor we found mothers there, fresh mothers lying on the floor because they had no bed.
Rotary District 9213 Governor Gerard Obai urged more organizations and individuals to partner with public health facilities to strengthen maternal health care and improve outcomes for mothers and newborns.
The needs are enormous, and the Rotary Club of Makere, Kampala has donated 20 mattresses for mothers who have delivered. They have donated a delivery bed for mothers, weighing scales and blood pressure machines for all the patients in this hospital.
I want to thank the medical staff of this hospital. They really show care, but we also need to come and support. And today we are here to give support.
Hundreds of residents in Bujiri district turned up for a free medical camp at Mutenere Health Center 3, where health workers identified several children with complicated medical conditions, highlighting the urgent need for routine health screening. Take a look.
The medical outreach was organized under the Memorandum of Understanding between the New Haven New Church of Jesus and the Busoga Chiefdoms, a partnership aimed at improving education, skills development and community well-being.
The reason why we started to reach out to community is because of our chairman, Manhi Lee. He has taught us that we have to become someone who shares what we call heavenly culture, just as the heaven provides light, rain and air without cost. As we have also received much blessing from this physical world, we also have to give it back.
Doctors, nurses and specialists offered free consultations, diagnosis, treatment and health education to residents.
If this initiative was there and it was at the Bujiri Main Hospital, we wouldn't have realized these numbers as we are realizing them here because of the distance. And people may want to come there sick, but they are lacking transport. But for Chang Chang has provided the immediate transport direct from home.
During the exercise, several children were found with complex health conditions requiring specialized care and further medical follow-up.
The biggest burden that we've seen today is NCDs. There is a lot of hypertension disease, there is a lot of diabetes in the community, and the people are not aware. Somebody comes with a BP of 200 over 90 or 200 over 100 or so and so forth. But these are individuals who look healthy, they are moving in the community, they are not bothered. So the health education is also key, which is also lacking.
Experts say many of these illnesses go unnoticed because families cannot afford regular medical checkups, making community screening programs critical in ensuring early diagnosis and timely treatment.
You realize that cost and distance are a big hindrance to our people from accessing health services. So today Shinchanji brought the health services to the heart of the community. What did we see today? We saw lots of people presenting. We've actually served over 2,000 people.
Organizers pledged to continue taking similar medical outreaches to underserved communities while strengthening awareness on preventive health care and encouraging parents to seek early medical attention for their children. For UBC News, I am Subat Kaye.
And moving on, Wakiso District has launched a pilot waste management campaign that will distribute 320 waste bins to 100 primary schools to promote waste segregation at source and instill environmental responsibility among learners. Take a look.
Ian Chinese Sengozi says the initiative aims to cultivate lifelong waste management habits among pupils who will also pass on the knowledge to their families and communities. The program is aligned with the Wakiso District State of the Environment Report 2025, the Waste Management Strategy 2025, and the District Environment Action Plan.
Infrastructure is going to change. We are going to start by improving on our fleet, our road unit. What I know very well is that right now we have a challenge. Some of our trucks are down. I've already seen some of them, and I'm sure we can maintain them. We can repair them.
China called for investment in modern waste management technologies, including a central waste collection facility and a solid waste processing plant to boost recycling, value addition, and sustainable waste management. He also commended private sector partners, HomeClean, Yola, and prime garbage collectors for supporting government efforts in environmental management.
This system of landfill, Katureve will teach you what a landfill is. A landfill is not an open site. Here you are doing open site dumping. In a landfill we excavate an area, we dig deep enough, and then every time you put on a layer of garbage, you cover with soil.
The District Natural Resources Officer, Rebecca Sabaganzi, said schools were chosen because children are powerful agents of behavior change. She noted that waste segregation reduces landfill waste, supports recycling and resource recovery that contributes to a circular economy.
Sort our waste to avoid, to ease disposal and benefit in the long run. The plastics are now being also recycled. That is another benefit. Plastics are recycled for another use. So when we separate our waste, we definitely benefit in various ways. Then we must designate collection and disposal points.
MTN voice bundle. Yeah. Load. Hey. Hello, Mama. Hey, it is me, your son of you. Hey, now, Mama, listen to me. MTN has the offer. Yes, it has the offer. You load from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Now, they have free MTN to MTN minutes. And those minutes are there all day. So you load, you'll thank me later. Hey, Mama.
Load an MTN voice bundle between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. and get 3 free MTN to MTN minutes valid all day. Dial *100 *21# and get your free minutes bully daily. Free your fire with free minutes from MTN. Together, our connection is unstoppable. MTN.
What if accessing government services became easier, faster and closer to you? Introducing Service Uganda Centers, a new initiative designed to bring key government services closer to the people under one convenient location. Less movement from office to office, less unnecessary travel, better access to services and information. At the Service Uganda Centers, citizens will be able to access national ID services, passport processing, business registration, land and revenue services, and more, all in one convenient location. Whether you are in the city or a country, Service Uganda Centers are being designed with you in mind. Enjoy faster service, professional guidance, and a seamless customer experience. This is an initiative of the Government of Uganda, digitally powered by the National Information Technology Authority Uganda, NITA, under the Uganda Digital Acceleration Project Government Network. Service Uganda Centers, bringing services closer to the people.
They share an office. Some work in the day, some at night. What they have in common: focus, dedication. That's what makes them champions. They also share something else: the reward of being one. The official beer of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Not for persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. Now, agricultural scientists are calling for deliberate interventions by government to help farmers adapt to climate change shocks. Take a look.
Ugandan farmers experience significant losses due to climate change-induced shocks. A study on agriculture conducted in selected districts in Uganda by Regional Universities Forum for Capacity Building in Agriculture, LUFORUM, shows that climate-related shocks can cause yield losses of up to 30%. For instance, this year, 2026 farmers in coffee sector are already facing losses due to the long dry spell that has hit country, and different coffee gardens have started to dry up.
So, as farmers, that is the experience we are going through. The dry season this year has been a little bit abnormally long. Started in May, we went through in June. In July it is still dry. The meteorological forecast says even in August, the bigger portion of August is likely to be dry. That means next year's coffee productivity will be low, and even production might even drop drastically.
According to the coffee breeder in the National Coffee Research Institute in Mukono, Dr. Pascal Musoli, the long dry spell has caused the coffee flowers to abort, hence threatening production. Such scenarios affect the cash flows for farmers, since coffee is one of the major cash crops the country has.
Coffee is a crop which loves both the dry and the wet season. And because of that systematic appearance of the dry and the wet season, the coffee can do very well. However, if the rains become too much, the coffee will not flower. But if also the dry season becomes too long and too severe, the coffee will not also flower, because we shall get flower abortion.
Despite the long dry spell, banana farmers have not been largely affected, as some of the plantations are still thriving. Farmers involved in the production of coffee seedlings have been affected greatly due to increased cost of accessing water for irrigation.
The drought is affecting these people in several ways. One is the crop, the plant you see in the field as you see now, is withered. These plants were supposed to have been harvested around May, but because of the drought, the plants can't grow. And because they can't grow, they delay to reach the maturity period of harvesting. It means even the nursery program is also delayed. And in that way, the nursery operator is losing production. Secondly, when the plant is withered like this, even if it reaches a certain age and it is withered the way you see here, it is not easy for such a plant to
induce losses. Meanwhile, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Water and Environment, Dr. Alfred Okotokidi, says the season is likely to be warmer than usual.
Most part of the country will receive below average rainfall. That is drier condition, but also the temperatures are going to be a lot warmer than the average.
Climate change also impacts economic growth. The International Growth Center highlights that erratic rains and droughts undermine the agriculture sector, which accounts for 85% of exports and 40% of gross domestic product (GDP). For UBC News, Sarah Natolo.
From the sports desk, the 2026 Ankole Cup has entered the knockout stage following the conclusion of the group phase, with 8 districts remaining in the race for the regional football title.
Will be played over 2 legs, with the first leg matches scheduled for this Sunday. Buhweji will host Kiruhura at Insika Playground. Mbara City face Bushenyi at Kacheka Stadium. Ibanda take on Rubirizi at St. George's PTC, while in Ntungamo welcome Rwampara at Chamate Playground.
And the teams that qualified are, we have Rwampara, we have Ntungamo, we have Bushenyi, we have Mbara City, we have Buhweju, Chiruhura, we have Ibanda and Rubirizi. And
the annual tournament featured all 13 districts of the Ankole region and continues to promote grassroots football and community unity.
And we'd like to note that the Ankole Cup is an inter-district tournament bringing together 13 districts of Ankole, and we had the opening ceremony on 6th June 2026 in Bushenyi, and so far we have reached the knockout stage known as the quarter-finals.
Meanwhile, the competition has received a major sponsorship boost from the Uganda Vocational and Technical Assessment Board, UVTAB, with the board covering match officials and sponsoring the Man of the Match Awards throughout the knockout phase.
So we are happy to be part of the Ankole Cup, and we are for all people in Western Uganda. Please join the vibe and let's support the Ankole Cup for talent growth and development for God and my country.
The quarter-final winners will progress to the semi-finals as the battle for the 2026 Ankole Cup intensifies.
More than 1,000 chess players from across the country have gathered at Kampala Parent School in Naguru for the 2026 KCB School Chess Tournament. We have details by John Barnes Fenton.
The tournament organized by KCB Bank Uganda in partnership with the Uganda Chess Federation, Duya Discoveries, School Pay and Brand Chess Life Academy brought together participants aged between 6 and 20 years, competing in several age categories. Learners from schools across the country showcased their chess skills in a competition aimed at promoting strategic thinking, problem solving and leadership among young people. Speaking during the event, KCB Bank Uganda officials said chess equips learners with critical thinking skills, sound decision-making abilities, resilience, and qualities that are essential for future leaders.
One of the reasons why we are really hosting this tournament is to promote the young talent. If you look at this tournament, we are focusing on ages 6 to 20 years. These are
They added that the bank remains committed to empowering young people through sports and initiatives such as the KCB Cab account, which encourages a culture of saving from an early age. The day-long competition featured both open and girls categories, with outstanding performers receiving trophies, medals, and other prizes.
Emerged the best secondary school in Uganda, winning themselves a solar panel with all the accessories. We had some students also getting some medals there. This win has not come out of luck. It has come because of the hard work, the resilience, and the continuous practice of the students.
Organizers say the tournament is expected to become an annual event on Uganda's school sports calendar, providing opportunities for learners to develop their talents while acquiring valuable life skills through the game of chess.
We came together to organize this event, which has even broken a record, raising 830 players for a one-day event in the country.
On the day, players like Alfene Abdallah, Kaziwe Jovan, Omara Samora, Namokobe Susan, Ahomoza Apollo, Asaba Juliet, Wabwire Ronald, and Solange Validawa shone brightly in their various categories.
So much for watching UBC News Tonight on the 18th of July 2026 with me, Sharon Chomjisha, and Namyomba Dorothy on sign language. From the team, and I have a lovely night and God bless. Bye-bye.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Going out without a fear, stepping out on every rock. I'm making my world just like I always wanted.